I overdosed on a bottle of ibuprofen and lived to tell about it. I really didn't care what it tastes like, I just ate it all. I even chewed up the plastic bottle it came in. Dad saw some white stuff on the floor and on the couch and just thought it was drywall. Because you guessed it, I do eat the drywall too. I looked fine, but I started to get an upset stomach, and that's when the vomiting started. It was time to go to the vet. Boyette Animal Hospital, here we go. I had a lot coming for me that day. Comprehensive physical exam, IV catheter placement, IV fluid therapy, in-house labs, electrolytes, injections. I received 1,033 milliliters of IV fluids, and my blood and urine labs were in good range. However, I did show signs of dehydration. I was discharged home with misoprostol, Serenia, Zantac, and sucralfate. I was doing well on my meds, but I was still not in the clear yet. Next morning, I had my first meal since my ibuprofen intoxication, and my first stool was really dark, basically black. Not a good sign. Most likely, I was still bleeding on the inside. Mom called the vet to see what we needed to do. Wait or come back in now. Basically, they said it's up to you. So Mom and Dad decided to wait for my next stool that day to see if it looked the same, and it did. So back to the vet we went again. I had my blood and urine labs repeated, and my labs were all elevated. I needed to be hospitalized. My BUN was 50, creatinine 2.9, and my phosphorus 7.9. The only thing that was resolved was my vomiting, so I was hospitalized and Blue Pearl with a long problem list. Dark tarry stool with or without visible blood, the passage of fresh blood through the anus, elevated BUN and creatinine levels, and elevated phosphorus levels in the blood. I even had signs of a UTI and was recommended to have my blood pressure checked, hospitalization in the ICU, gastroprotectant and IV fluids, repeat blood work daily, and IV medications if needed. Recommendations we declined was the hemodialysis. This was my first time away from home. I didn't want to eat, but thankfully, Mom visited me for breakfast and dinner every day. And I was super excited to have Mom and Dad there at the same time. Best sleep was the quiet time I had with just Mom in the room. My 4 o'clock labs were complete and the results are scary. With a BUN of 52, creatinine 3.9, and phosphorus of 9.3. At this stage of my toxicity, my vet was strongly recommending dialysis. Upon further investigation, it turns out that I no longer am a candidate for dialysis. I needed it in the first 24 hours, or I'll qualify again if my creatinine rises to 6 or 7. My only hope was continuing IV fluid therapy. On day 4, I had my first decrease in lab values with creatinine remaining the same. Day 5. Great signs. All labs are decreasing. Incredible. Then there was day 6. Even better. 2 lab values are within normal ranges and creatinine is greatly improving. Guess who's about to go home? Me! couch again, laying on my bed again, and playing with my toys again. 3 days later, I had my first recheck at my vet. I've completed most of my medications, still on antibiotic, urinating a lot and drinking tons of water, and these are my new values. Even though my creatinine didn't decrease, I was very happy to know that it didn't increase since I've been off fluid therapy for almost 72 hours. 1 week later, at my second recheck, my creatinine continues to decrease. I am now at 1.7. Thank you to Dr. Esposito, Dr. Strohmeyer, Dr. John, and all assistant vet techs at Boyette Animal Hospital. Also, Dr. O'Hara, Dr. Paces, Dr. Jansen, Dr. Menchen, and Dr. Harris, and all assisting vet techs at Blue Pearl. Special thanks to Mom and Dad, Grandmom Ange, Granddad Tom, Aunt Becca, and Aunt Jan for always checking on me.